Brothers and sisters, only Mercury in Taurus can save us from moralism. The blood of Mercury has the power. People, in the name of the traditional family, the gay family, the lesbian family, the trans family, and all these types of family here, of the overcoming of morals and the absence of all customs, vote for Mercury for president. Morals are absolutely necessary to any society because society needs to function. That's why society defines what's right and wrong. We just have to consider the traffic. Imagine what would happen at the crossroads if all the traffic regulations were suddenly removed. Traffic regulations allow the traffic to function. The house rules allow the house to function, and the law allows the country to function. In a horoscope, people's moral values are ruled by the star sign of Taurus. Therefore, aside from its collective characteristic, morals also have an individual trait. It's important that we are decent human beings, capable of respecting ourselves and others. That's about politeness. This is typically a three-dimensional psychological structure and absolutely necessary to build a strong ego. The problem is when moralists come in. Moralists ignore that morals are defined by the people. Moralists steal morals for themselves and believe to have the right to consider only their point of view to define what's right and wrong for everybody. Moralism creates hell. Moralists use an excess of morals to classify people into superior and inferior people. But let's make something very clear. To a moralist, superior people are those who behave the way the moralist wants, and inferior people are those who behave the way the moralist doesn't want. That's all. There are no morals in moralism, just narcissism. Moralists have a nefarious action in society. They act consciously to mistreat and marginalize those who they themselves classify as inferior people, and to deprive them of their rights. Do you know what the moralists ignore? Mercury in Taurus. Taurus is people's moral values, and Mercury is relativization. All the societies in this planet have had their moral systems. But each society system is different from one another. What is right in a given society is wrong in the other one, and vice versa. And on top of that, Mercury in Taurus shows that societies change their definitions of right and wrong from time to time. Until recently, slavery and practicing violence against black people was absolutely normal. Today, this is a crime. Until very recently, sex before marriage was an absurd. Today, this is absolutely normal. In my opinion, an intelligent thing to do. It's better to test first. Today, a Brazilian politician being corrupt is considered something absolutely normal. But I hope a time comes when this will be considered absurd. Mercury in Taurus relativizes all your moral values. It considers these things that we regard as awful, absurd, unacceptable, against morals, against the family, against good customs, against the country, and thinks, oh gods, are you still worried with that? What a waste. Is it really worth it to be so righteous? Do you feel this need to be so superior? Why don't you look a psychological process and heal yourself of your low self-esteem? Are these things you believe to be so terrible that wrong? Or you are just afraid of people that are different from you and things that you don't understand? Mercury is a very democratic god. He regards everybody's moral values. Most moral rules just make you a limited person and create prejudice against other people. On top of that, this year specifically, Mercury makes way to Uranus moving into Taurus. Take a look at this video here. Uranus in Taurus shows a moral revolution. Now we are talking. You will see moralists panicking in 5, 4, 3, 2. I will finish with a message for moralists. You believe to be superior due to your moral values. But know that your points of view are irrelevant to free people. Your morals don't even come to our minds in our day-to-day lives. We don't feel guilty or ashamed of who we are. We are free.